Hey guys, this is Rupesh from Beebom.com and we have the all-new Mi A3 right here with us. And well, I've always been fascinated with the Mi A series of smartphones because they combine stock Android with great Xiaomi hardware. So yeah, I'm really excited to unbox the new Mi A3. But before we do that, I'd suggest you to hit the bell icon to get notified every time we post an awesome new video. Now that you've done that, let's unbox the Mi A3. So this is the new Mi A3, and as you can see, you get the transparent case with it, the USB-C cable, the 10-watt charging adapter and the usual booklets. Anyway, it's time now to talk about the new Mi A3. Well, we have this more than white variant of the Mi A3 and this is a beautiful looking smartphone. Just look at it next to the Mi A2 or even the Mi A1. This is a much better looking phone. The glass back and the stainless steel-like finish on the plastic frame just give the Mi A3 a premium look and feel. Plus, I like the fact that the Mi A3 has Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, the back and even the camera module. So that's pretty amazing. Anyway, it's not just the looks. The Mi A3 brings some important things back that we missed on the Mi A2. First of all, drum roll for this. The headphone jack is back. Yes, I don't think removing a headphone jack in a budget phone was a good idea. And I like the fact that Xiaomi has brought it back with the Mi A3. But that's not everything. Xiaomi has also brought back the micro SD slot in the Mi A3 that was removed with the Mi A2. So honestly, that is awesome. Moving on to the front now, where the controversies lie. The Mi A3 brings an upgrade and a downgrade on the display front. We are talking about a 6-inch Super AMOLED HD Plus display with a teardrop notch. Now the upgrade here is AMOLED and I appreciate the fact that we have an AMOLED display on a budget smartphone. I mean, the colors are punchy, the blacks are deep, so yeah, AMOLED is great. But you probably already know that the downgrade here is the fact that this is an HD Plus display, a 720p display at a time when 1080p displays are the norm in this price range. In fact, even the Mi A1 and the Mi A2 had Full HD displays. To be honest, you only notice that this is a 720p display when you look very closely. And since it's a Super AMOLED HD Plus display, the CPU and GPU here don't have to push a lot of pixels, so the battery life is much better and yeah, so it's not all bad. Anyway, the Mi A3 has the Widevine L1 license, so you'll be able to watch the likes of Netflix and Prime Video in HD. Also, thanks to AMOLED here, the Mi A3 also features an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is another high-end feature that has now arrived on the Mi A series. So the in-screen scanner here seems decently fast, so yeah, I like this change in the Mi A3. There's also face unlock here, which is a nice surprise since I wasn't expecting this on the Mi A3 since it's an Android 1 phone. Anyway, it's here and while it's not insanely fast, it's pretty good and a feature that a lot of people love, so it is great. Apart from that, the Mi A3 has the IR sensor on the top, the usual buttons and the USB-C port on the bottom. Next up, the Mi A3 also brings a small upgrade on the performance front. The Mi A3 comes with the new Snapdragon 665 processor with up to 6GB of RAM and 128GB of UFS 2.1 storage. Now, the Snapdragon 665 isn't obviously a huge upgrade from the Snapdragon 660, but take a look at the benchmark scores. Now, coming to the real-world performance, well, the Mi A3 does feel really smooth and nice. I obviously haven't tested things out extensively, but in my brief usage so far, the Mi A3 feels snappy. The UI is fluid, the app loading is quick, and multitasking seems fast too. When it comes to gaming, PUBG Mobile runs on medium graphics settings by default, and on medium, the gameplay was lag-free as you can see. I also played the game on high graphics, and while there were a few stutters here and there, I'd say it is playable. Next up, there's one more thing that makes the Mi A3 a pretty snappy smartphone, and that is UFS 2.1 storage. The Mi A3 is one of the first phones to bring UFS 2.1 to the budget segment, and well, it's definitely faster than the eMMC storage on most phones in this price range, so yeah, this is definitely a good addition. On the software front, well, it's obviously the Mi A series, so it is stock Android 1 on board. The Mi A3 comes with Android Pie and it is nice and clean. No bloatware or unnecessary apps, no ads, just the Google services and the great stock Android features like digital well-being on board. So no problems on the software front at all. Now, the one area where the Mi A series has been traditionally very strong is the camera front, and the Mi A3 brings a very capable triple camera setup. It has a 48 megapixel primary camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Well, I've taken a few photos with the Mi A3, and if they are any indication, the camera performance should be pretty great, just like the Mi A2 and the Mi A1. As you can see, in good lighting, the Mi A3 captures great photos, be it the usual photos or portrait mode photos. The details are good, the HDR is pretty nice, and yeah, overall it seems pretty good. In low light, the Mi A3 does struggle sometimes, but mostly it captures decent photos that are very well lit and sharp. Plus, there's always the night mode for dark situations, so yeah, primary camera seems pretty great. Apart from that, the Mi A3 has the ultra wide angle lens, and I quite like it. Here are some shots from the ultra wide angle lens, and well, these seem quite nice with fairly good colors and decent details. So this is good to have. On the video front, the Mi A3 has 4K at 30 FPS support, and here's a 4K 30 FPS video shot from the phone. Now, as you can see, the video quality is really good, but there's no stability, and it's obvious because there's no EIS for 4K videos. Here's a 1080p video from the phone where EIS kicks in, so things are very stable and really nice. When it comes to the selfies, the Mi A3 packs in a capable 32 megapixel camera with features like HDR and portrait mode. Well, here are some selfies I took from the Mi A3. Well, the selfies from the Mi A3 seem pretty good, so I don't think there should be a problem on this front. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the Mi A3's cameras, and it's not surprising because it's the Mi A series. But yeah, I will be testing it out against the Redmi Note 7 Pro and the Realme 5 Pro, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Lastly, there's the battery, where the Mi A3 brings a huge upgrade. I mean, the Mi A1 and A2 both had pretty modest batteries, and well, the Mi A3 changes that with the big 4030 mAh battery. And that means the phone should last pretty long. It also supports fast charging, but sadly there's a usual 10-watt charger in the box. I mean, I get it, it's a budget phone, but yeah, I would have liked a fast charger here. Anyway, that was a good look at the brand new Mi A3. And at the time of shooting this video, we don't know the price of the phone yet. But I'm guessing around 14K or 15K for the base variant. So how do I like this phone? Well, I like it. I mean, it looks really good with its glass design. The cameras seem pretty good. It has a Super AMOLED display with an in-display fingerprint scanner. The battery is bigger. The headphone jack and micro SD slot are back. And obviously, there's the great stock Android experience. So yeah, there's a lot to like in the Mi A3. But I'll be lying if I tell you that this phone is perfect. It's not. Yes, AMOLED is great, but yeah, a 1080p display would have made things awesome. Also, a fast charger in the box would have been really nice. Having said that, overall the Mi A3 brings a combo of Xiaomi and stock Android, and that is something that should appeal to a lot of people. Well, those are my thoughts on the beautiful new Mi A3, but what do you think? Tell us in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to share it with your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.